Martha Karua, who sought to lead Dr. Besigye's legal defense alongside Erias Lukwago, secured her practicing certificate from the High Court this morning after a second application was made to the Law Council last month.
At last, we have the certificate. It has been long in coming, but it is here. We are happy about it, and we are now proceeding to Makindye Court.
From here, Karua and Lukwago headed for the General Court Martial for the start of the proceedings amidst heavy security and detailed screening procedures. Due to the detailed screening, there was a delay which resulted into complaints before scuffles erupted between security personnel and Dr. Besigye's supporters as well as his legal team.
You mean a major, you don't have powers to open a gate. A major, a UPDF major.
Following a tumultuous start in which one of the defense lawyers, Eron Kiiza, was ejected, court proceedings began after 30 minutes adjournment. State prosecution contended that only 3 lawyers should represent Dr. Besigye, asserting that this was what the accused had authorized. However, the defense team, including Dr. Besigye himself, refuted this claim.
Kizza Besigye and his colleague had not informed or had not given instructions to any lawyer to represent him. And those were his words. And lawyers who were claiming to represent him were advised to follow the instructions, the rules of procedure.
The stringent rules he's reading, the judge advocate, would require that the accused person append their signature on the instruction. And we have attempted to access them in Luzira to process that in vain. Today, if I may tell you, Mr. Chairman, you can ask and cross-check with the prison's authorities if it is possible for anyone to access Dr. Kizza Besigye and obey the judge. If you visited the Luzira Maximum Prison, the only way you can talk to them is through a landline, a phone.
I was not aware that all authority must have written and registerable authority to this court, but all the lawyers who are appointed their names were read here, and they have our instructions to represent us.
Later, the prosecution further complicated matters by demanding that all defense lawyers produce valid practicing certificates. This insistence sparked a heated exchange as defense lawyers noted that their certificates had expired on December 31st, with the Law Council allowing for a 3-month grace period while they undergo renewal.
He's insisting on PCs being filed with you. We are in a grace period of 3 months. 3 months. Right now, I have a right to practice without a renewed PC. Right now, until 1st March. So we are in January. We have all this grace period to process the practice certificate. I thought, as the advisor of this court, shouldn't even have raised this matter.
I know, even if a grace period is there, you must come with the preceding certificate. It's what we want.
It expired. The PC,
we want that one.
You want an expired one?
Showing that you are practicing.
PC?
Yes, the one which shows that you are practicing, but you are waiting to renew.
The only lawyer who has a 2025 PC now is Martha Karua in Uganda.
As the case began to earnest, Karua asked the court for permission to consult with their clients following concerns about the whereabouts of lawyer Eron Kiiza. The prosecution's resistance led to further disputes in the courtroom, prompting the judge to adjourn proceedings for another 15 minutes to allow for more consultations.
Eron Kiiza should not have been stopped from coming in. I myself was stopped from coming in and other lawyers on the 10th. We went to the back. We were then invited, but unlike me, Eron Kiiza is an advocate of the High Court of Uganda. He is known by the orderlies. So it looks like there was an intention to actually assault him. And we come here respectfully, we address the court, and we leave. And that's all that we need. How is it going to affect the two gentlemen on the dock when one of their lawyers is not there? May we respectfully ask for time to withdraw and confer with them so that we may now know what to do without one of us. Because each one of these lawyers has a specific task. The matter before you is the matter of life and death. That is why it has so many lawyers.
However, 40 minutes later, when the court reconvened, the defense team told court that the clients did not want to proceed until they had figured out lawyer Eron Kiiza's fate. They insisted his absence rendered their legal representation incomplete.
Our clients would like the matter to proceed with all the counsels they have chosen present, who include Eron Kiiza.
The team is incomplete without one of us who has his own special duties in regards to representation of the accused person.
Ultimately, with the defense unwilling to advance without clarity regarding Eron Kiiza's status, the court adjourned the session. It is now scheduled to reconvene for further mention on Monday, January 13th at 10 a.m.
Cardinal retired Dr Kizza Besigye and your colleague, your case is adjourned to 13th Jan 2025 for further mention.
And with that, Dr Besigye and Haj Obed Lutale were led back to Luzira prisons.